Good morning. Saturday, September 23rd, 2023, and it's about 7:30 in the morning. Just finished releasing the krakens, getting them fed, and doing an overview of what need to get done today. So yesterday I came out, I removed the tomatoes and got the bags filled about 3/4 of the way. I would like to get them filled within an inch of the rim. In the berry patch, I would also like to get those filled with dirt to at least 1 inch of the rim. Today, I have all my plants from that pallet consolidated onto one pallet. I started this pineapple plant from a pineapple crown that I bought. Well, correction, I bought the pineapple at Aldi's and I cut the crown off, uh, rooted it in some water, and then when the roots came out, I planted it in some dirt. So my intent is to take this inside this uh, winter season and keep it in the basement and see if I am successful in having a pineapple plant next year. Do I think that at some point I'm going to have pineapples growing out of this? No, just an experiment. Um, Today, some chores I'd like to get done depending on how I feel. Obviously, got more peppers to harvest. I would like to get those garden beds put back in place and start on that project. Um, we shall see. We had the acorn squash yesterday for dinner, and I am planning on harvesting everything here and then discarding these two plants. I think I have anywhere from 6 to 8 that I can harvest. I do see a budding flower. However, I am not going to keep the plant. I am going to discard that. This broccoli has several crowns still on it. I have a big one there that I can harvest. So I'm going to also do that. I probably have a few okra I can also harvest. And looks like that's for sure a cantaloupe right there. And I think there's one right there. And obviously I have a few watermelons still in this patch. So we're gonna just let this do what it is going to do. However, I would like to get this trellis uh, completed. I have some wire in there, and I'm thinking if time permits, I'll come and run the wire across this trellis and check this off the list. Now, on this stack of plants, as you could see, I have a lot of broccoli, some of which I bolted, but if I do harvest broccoli, the one from over there today, I'm definitely harvest some of this bed as well. If not, I am going to harvest what has bolted and throw it to the chickens. So the reason I took the pots off of the pallet is because the intent is to disconnect the tote, secure it to the pallet, cut an opening out, and it's going to be used for the ducks as their shelter. As time permits, I need to go and pick up 2 new totes. So let's see what we could get into today. I had my husband took those 3 5-gallon buckets with water, rainwater from the back of the barn, and we used that to fill up the ducks pool this morning. Also on the list is to move the tin from in front of the chicken coop, but that probably will not get done today. And I have to move that old shanty cover, either take off the shingles and take them to the recycle place in a few weeks and burn the bottom, or take the whole thing to the recycle place. Haven't yet decided which one I'm gonna do, but I need to get these buckets refilled because I think we're expecting rain tomorrow. So I'll bring you back later and we'll see what we got accomplished. Okay, so we opted to do the least liked job, which was getting the metal picked up. So far we got the majority picked up, taking it over to the barn so we could offload it. And then I started taking the shingles off of this roof line, and I'm gonna finish that and get it thrown in the burn pit. The wood, that is, not the shingles. Okay, so I got the cucumber bed cleared up. I looked at the acorn squash. I'm gonna leave them for now. They're still small, and let's see what they'll do, but I'll let them be for a little while. There's about 9 of them that needs to be harvested at some point. I got some of the broccoli, threw some to the chickens. That's my harvest stack for a meal. And I harvested some peppers. What I'm working on now is I need to uncoil this wire, because that's what I want to use right there for that trellis. Hubby is trying to cut down some low branches from that tree right there. When you come in the driveway, it's very low and hit the vehicle, hit the semi, so he's working on that. And we got this area cleared up and everything stacked in the barn. I got the project of the top of the doghouse shingles off and the wood in the burn pit. And I must say, it's now 8:55, so progress is afoot. So let me work on this wire and I'll bring you back. Alright, so I got my makeshift trellis completed. Went with wire this time instead of the string that I had previously. Doubt you could see it from this vantage point, but got some pea pods on the ground that I need to shell for my seeds next year. See, some of these bell peppers are looking good there. So anyway, I need to run out to Orchlands. Today they're having up to a 90% off sale. This last Orchlands is the last one to be converted into a rotten tomatoes that I could throw to the chickens. Converted into a Tractor Supply. So This is the last weekend for their, I think they're going as far as 90% off on certain items. So I am going to go and see if there's anything that interests me. And then we're gonna come back. We need to get a blade for the Sawzall to cut into the toad. So we'll then come back and then work on that duck housing area. Bring it back in a bit. Got my outline of where I want the door to be. I brought the palette in. So all right, so we got that cut out. And this is gonna use as their walk-up ramp. I need to spray it out a bit and we'll go from there. All right, so it's now about 2:20 and I decided to finish off these succulent centerpieces that I am going to take to the facility on Monday, good Lord willing. So here are a few. Made sure to get a bit of succulent in every one. This one doesn't sit flat. And that's the carnival. So just thought I'd show you those. Good morning. It is Sunday, September 24th. It's about 8 a.m. I've been out here for at least 30 minutes. What I'm trying to do is situate this mess because it's going to go to the county dump in a few weeks. So twice a year, in the spring and in the fall, we do a bring your junk to the dump kind of thing, where you could bring any and everything, used motor oil, metal, trash, light bulbs. So this is the stuff that I'm taking there. I got the ducks somewhat situated, not 100%. One of my milk jugs, it rusted out, so I had soil that fell over, so I was able to empty this milk jug, and the soil I used to fill up my grow bags. I think I'm gonna sprinkle some grass seeds on here. That is going to the dump since it's rusted out. These two aren't far behind, but they're not as bad as the red one. So yesterday I got the toad set in place. I don't have any straw, so I put some of the chickens' bedding and shavings in there for them. I need to fix the ramp to make it more accessible for them to get in and out. And I reposition the netting. So since the bottom of this stake is broken off, I just zip tied the two together, and I need to come back out here and cut off the excess. Waterers I need to work on. I saw a video on YouTube that you could take a tire spray foam inside of it and then use the rubber water pans, and it's supposed to somewhat help in the freezing temperatures as far as keeping their water from freezing that much. In a few weeks, corn is going to be harvested, and this is just going to be flat land. So I'm hoping that this shelter is just that shelter. Keep them out of the wind and the rain and snow. Obviously, it's up to them if they use it. And from my understanding, they like the cold weather. So we shall see what happens. But yeah, let me get that milk jug inside. I'll bring you back. So I need to clean out these sunflowers, and it's a little overcast. We're expecting some thunderstorms. I haven't yet seen anything, so let's see how far I can get on this project. I'll bring you back. Alright, so managed to get that taken care of. Got all the bricks moved over here and made a border. Got the sunflowers pretty much taken care of. This one at the end has a thick stalk, and I'm trying to find the lopper. I have no idea what my husband did with it yesterday after he cut down those trees. So once I find that, I'm going to take care of this sunflowers in this area, and I have about 3 more over there by the propane. Getting rid of everything around there as well. So by the time you see this vlog, the weekend would have came and went. So I trust everyone had a blessed weekend. Thanks for stopping by. One project I haven't yet finished today, and that is to cut that excess netting off from where the ducks are at. So I am going to knock that out. But I am not going to hold you. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next one.